to Fastrack News. I'm Brianna Shipp. If you had a hard time finding a parking place this morning before class this week, you're not alone. Purdue opened its campus to over 3,000 people for its 105th annual Purdue Road School Transportation Conference and Expo. Purdue Road School brings together federal, state, and local agencies to share ideas based on transportation topics. Guests have the opportunity to visit over 50 exhibitor booths in the Union in between information sessions. The expo ends Thursday at the Indianapolis Convention Center with a work truck show, so you'll be able to get to your Friday classes on time. In a town where construction never stops, it's no surprise that a local apartment complex is preparing for a renovation. With a $15 million project in the works, the Avenue North property manager has big plans for current and future residents. Fastrack reporter Derek Dahlman finds out when you can expect these changes. So, Derek, that was a good story. Do you have any plans for apartment searching after graduation? Or?
I do not. As a matter of fact, I will actually be graduating and hopefully moving on to bigger and better things after my life at Purdue, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I think we're all excited to get out and graduate and look for other places to live. So what's the weather going to be like this week?
Hey, well, I'll tell you one thing. Do you hate winter? Are you ready for this to be over?
I love winter, to be honest. To be honest, I don't want it to end.
All right, well, if you are a winter lover, I've got good news. We are going to see a system move through the area tomorrow that is going to dump a little bit of snow. Light accumulations look to be a good estimate at this time. But after that, spring's going to be coming knocking on our door. So definitely I'm looking forward to it. Some 60-degree weather coming up. But before we get to that, some tragic news, unfortunately, out of Alabama. People are starting to be cleaned up after an EF4 category tornado left nothing standing. The tornado touched ground in eastern Alabama on Sunday, resulting in 23 dead, the deadliest tornado in the U.S. since May 2013. This storm boasted a peak wind speed of 170 miles per hour, compared to an average speed of 65 to 110 miles per hour. Staying on the ground for more than 70 miles, the path is nearly 20 times longer than the 3.5-mile average.
Wow. To help those affected, visit the American Red Cross at www.redcross.org/donate or by calling. Welcome back to Fast Track News. If you're an undergraduate comm student, you may be eligible for a new scholarship. The Center for C-SPAN is offering a $100 cash prize for students who complete a 5-minute presentation. Presentations will be delivered on April 10th during the evening competition. Winners will receive an extra $500 and the opportunity to present at the CCSE Research Conference. You must apply to participate, and the application is live at cla.purdue.edu/cspan. Coca-Cola is reaching out to students across the country to introduce them to something new. You can buy these new flavors right now at your local grocery store or convenience store. If you're looking for a way to further your Purdue pride, look no further. We may not have seen much of warmer temperatures yet, but Boilermakers are enjoying a frozen treat as part of Purdue University's 150th year celebration. Fast Track Mohanga and Yahaira Martinez give us the scoop. Purdue basketball isn't only about the passion of the players. I caught up with one of the members of the paint crew to see how Mackey's biggest fans make their mark. What comes to mind when you think of Purdue basketball? For some, they may think of Matt Harm's hair. Others may think about Mackey Arena itself. But for many students, they automatically think of the paint crew. Hadley Wicker, the president of the paint crew, is one of those students who believes the paint crew makes the environment in Mackey Arena one of a kind.
I think the paint crew is one of the best student sections in the nation. I've traveled to a lot of basketball games, and we do a great job of being respectful to other teams and our opponents while still bringing that same level of passion.
Wicker is a fourth-year student studying pharmacy, but when she's not hitting the books with her friends, she's cheering on her Boilermakers from the front row of the paint crew. Wicker said that she grew up with Purdue athletics in her blood. She said that her parents were season ticket holders before she was even born.
So it's something I'm really passionate about, and it's, really important to me.
Yet, she made the paint crew experience into something of her own.
it was something I had my eye on, and when the opportunity arose to apply to be on the board, I got on the board, and then kind of just through the board was able to become the secretary last year and then the president this year.
Still, Wicker is fond of all the time she has spent with the paint crew during her time here as a student.
I hope that we continue a lot of our traditions. I think that's a neat part about the paint crew is our traditions, but I do want to see new things.
With next season's paint crew memberships already sold out, Wicker says she's still surprised by the energy the students give each and every game.
I don't know what more needs to be said. We have some of the greatest students in the nation that really care about Purdue basketball, and we have a great time doing it.
For Fastrack, I'm Brianna Shipp. You know, Sydney, when I caught up with Hadley a couple weeks ago, it was very interesting to see how the paint crew is like the sixth man for the basketball team. They're there like hardcore every single game, and without it, the basketball team just doesn't perform the same. I mean, they had a game last night and they didn't perform as well as what they do here in Mackey.
Yeah, that is true. The support from the paint crew, like you said, is tremendous, and it's that backbone for the team. But the Purdue basketball team has actually done pretty well this season. Their ranking has jumped up on the AP poll. Their ranking in terms of the games they won in Mackey, they've pretty much won every game in Mackey this season. The boys are doing really well this year, so that's really good, as well as football. I know I'm going to do the spring ball package when we come back from spring break, but the football team actually went to another bowl game for the second year in a row. So Purdue sports has been doing well in terms of basketball and football, so it's a good year for Purdue.
Yeah, as seniors, we've kind of seen them grow, and it's nice to see that kind of improvement throughout our last couple of years. Yeah. All right, well, that's all we have for this week's episode of Fast Track. I'm Brianna Shipp.
And I'm Sydney Simone Tucker.
Have a good week.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything you do, and it was all yellow. I came along.